Oftentimes, I'll come across a document and think that it would be fun to share, really without knowing exactly what the document's about. This is one of those occasions, so if you're open to discovery along with myself, this could be a train wreck, or it could be something remarkable and useful. So let's see. The document I came across is Transcendence. How to unlock your full IQ, deep work, and activate dangerous productivity by Matthew, looks like Sakya. Deep work. The purpose of this book and the main reason I'll speak for myself, not successful. In short, the purpose of this focus workbook is to help me, activate the mental state known as deep work. Deep work is the scientific term for being in the zone and having a laser-targeted, lethal sense of focus and hyper-productivity to accomplish large amounts of productive work in a short span of time. There is a myth and a common misconception that humans only use 10% of their brain. This, however, is not true, but only in a physical sense. It is true, however, that 95% of humans go about life using less than 50% of their measurable IQ due to their brain being reprogrammed for distraction and instant gratification. The most successful and the most downtrodden individuals in the world both have one important thing in common: time. 24 hours in a day, 7 days in a week. The difference is how they leverage it. We're all aware there are people who work tirelessly for 16 hours a day, and every year they just stay within the grasp of poverty. But I personally know many people who work 4 to 5 hours a week and make 7 figures annually. This book is going to show you how to maybe employ proper linguistical procedures, but this has to be a typo. This book is going to show you how to unlock how, perhaps this guy has all his time in his hand. He could have edited his document a little bit more carefully. All right. This book is going to show you how to unlock this hyper-productive mental state known as deep work. Matthew Sabia, so it's Sabia Deep Work Labs. Table of contents: confronting your inner devil, start simplifying and treating your life like a video game. Well, maybe that could be for a large part of people's time management. They could just do away with the Xbox and the PlayStation. I know whenever I had my Sony PlayStation, and I was always playing that Destiny game, but luckily somebody stole that from me. And gave me back my life. Start simplifying and treating your life. The cancerous effects social media has on your mind. There we go. It's like Pavlov's dogs, what that social media is all about. People got it down to man, it's so easy to see right through that crap. All the little they like this, they like, and then it's so easy to see the little simple Pavlovian strategies that people, when you interact with them, especially when you get into a little debate and I just tear people up, and then the next thing you know, I'm getting all my photos liked, so they can kind of take the heat off of them. But dog's gonna hunt. So how to develop a healthier relationship with social media? How about just see it for what it is? Put down your phone. All right, I like this document already. Turning your computer into a business machine. All right. Yeah, it reminds me. I'll stay on task. Your new toolkit of secret digital weapons, busy people equal broke people, hacking your daily routine, removing the time sinks, the hard work antinomy, the dangerous power of transcendence. Your physical and mental health are directly linked. Nutritional and nootropic supplements I take regularly. My morning routine, and is it important for success? Taking a dopamine vacation. 3 Whys, a formula for effective problem solving. Stop apologizing for success. Lessons in ruthlessness. Damn. Well, this is a lot to this document. Let's see. Let's journey on. My company, Deep Work Labs, is dedicated to helping entrepreneurs and professionals in any space unlock their full IQ and accomplish massive amounts of work in days instead of months or years. Void where prohibited. The main way to achieve this is by having a deepened sense of focus and priming your mind to be in a hyper-productive state. You're going to learn various ways to activate deep work on demand by transcending yourself and reverse engineering your brain for success. I'm going to not only be sharing my 7 years of personal growth experience, but some of the most important knowledge and advice I've been given from my personal mentors and how you can practically apply these principles to your own life. It is important you understand the power of these deep work principles. An average person with little to no experience who understands and applies these principles will run circles around someone with a 4-digit IQ. Is that another way of saying that genius is 99% perspiration and 1% inspiration? I've seen countless students go through our training products and apply what I'm about to condense into this short book and fundamentally transform their lives in a matter of months. Void where prohibited. And as a small reminder, an example of how productive activating deep work can be, I wrote, edited, and published this book in 1 day. Well, that's obvious because of that one sentence that we encountered earlier. Confronting your inner devil. So I'll share this chapter and then kind of look at the rest of the document, but I've got a good sense of what it's about. Confronting your inner devil, the one true reason you're not successful, according to Matthew Sabia. Most people reading this book will be entrepreneurs or some other type of artist, creator, freelance worker, charity worker, leader, etc. Whether you already own a business that has plateaued or you're just trying to make your first few thousand a month online and nothing seems to work, this can be what finally takes you to that next level you've been hungry for. The fact is, it is very easy to build a $10,000 to $40,000 a month business if you have an internet connection and do what I'm about to show you. All right, Matthew, this is the one principle you need to understand and the number one reason you're not successful, period. Your subconscious mind has been brainwashed for failure by the modern world, and you need to rise above the noise, this noise, to dedicate your finite energy and success of your business mission and your own fulfillment. Yeah, and that reminds me, and I've always been not good at proactive language, but the English language, and it was by Masonic design. Well, let's start with to spell a word. How do you spell that word, or spelling a word? You see the relationship, a spell, like a magic spell, to cast a spell. Well, the English language is full of spells, and it's all these little words like I'm going to try or I might, all these sort of failure words that are part of the English language to basically that is part of the matrix slave system, and that's like by design. I had a Mason, a high-level Mason, share that with me when he kind of noticed that I would use these, kind of like half-hearted or like, oh yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm thinking about, I'm gonna try. And he just said, hey, look, you need to, if you're gonna ever be anything and successful, you need to monitor your language and you need to eliminate all these, kind of half and half words, like Yoda. The guy may have just been, lying. He was on the bus, so was I. But he it's Star Wars when Yoda says, try. There is no try. Do no try, or whatever he said. Little Yoda. That was pretty good information. Perhaps Yoda was a Masonic master. But anyway, your subconscious mind has been brainwashed for failure. You need to transcend yourself and your mind to step back and take an objective look at your thoughts. Well, this ties in with the Kabbalion and the 7 Hermetic principles. The first principle is all is mental. Everything is consciousness, and quality of your consciousness, quality of your life is all relative and can correlate exactly to the quality of your thinking, your thoughts. You need to transcend yourself and your mind to step back and take an objective look at your thoughts and how they're affecting you to develop this laser-targeted focus we call deep work. I promise you that you've already found the business model or method that works for you. The problem was not that it didn't work and that model was dead. Some algorithm changed, or my favorite, it was too saturated. Whatever bullshit excuse, Matthew, dang, whatever bullshit excuse you made to yourself that wasn't the reason you failed. All right. The reason you had no success with any business model in the past is your time, your focus, and your finite amount of energy was split too many ways to make it profitable. This book is the blueprint on how to change this. Every time I talk about this, I like to use genius and billionaire Elon Musk as a real world example of just how important this is. Oh, and congratulations to Elon Musk. I think that he successfully was able to purchase Twitter. Congratulations on my behalf as well, Mr. Elon Musk. During a crucial time for both Tesla Motors and his rocket company, SpaceX, there was a point when Elon was famously sleeping on a couch in his office for weeks on end, and he claimed to almost bankrupt both companies because he split his focus and energy between both at the same time. Mr. Elon. If genius billionaire Elon Musk failed to successfully split his time between 2 things, what makes you think you can be successful in splitting your focus between 37? All right, I agree. Sadly, this is the norm for the modern day entrepreneur who somehow doesn't actually make any money. You know exactly who I'm talking about. In a recent webinar I hosted, I created the perfect example. Let's call him Chad Brodsky. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Chad Brodsky. I swear, says Matthew Savia, I get followed by the same person 100 times a day on Instagram, and each bio is more insufferable than the next. This neurotic do-everything mentality that lets these absolute frauds who love to stroke their own ego and become intoxicated in the culture of entrepreneurship while never making a single dollar are running a real business. Well, is this Mr. Chad Brodsky, entrepreneur, philanthropist? I guess these are examples. Well, there you go. I mean, that's just, I guess, sort of superficial anyway. I mean, to be that... I didn't even look to see what the date was on this document. Anyway, these people are the exact reason you will rarely hear me call myself an entrepreneur outside the literal definition. And anybody who does is lying to you. Look at it this way. Imagine you're the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins football team. If someone asks you what you do, what would you tell them? I'm a sports player? Of course not. Anybody in their right mind would look at you funny and inquire further. You would say, I'm the quarterback of the Miami Dolphins. The strange reality is we tolerate this strange behavior when it comes to being an entrepreneur, and self-identifying as one is perfectly acceptable to most people. If you're truly an entrepreneur and run a real business that makes real money, you're going to identify as a CEO of ABC company and how you provide XY service. This plagues social media, including YouTube in particular. There are seemingly thousands of 17-year-olds jerking off in their mom's, whoa, Matthew, basement that teach you how to make money online, calling us entrepreneurs, but we never find out what business they own. Isn't that interesting? Okay, man. So what's my main point with all this? Shiny object syndrome mixed with your lack of self-awareness is destroying your ability to become successful in any capacity, jumping from one trend to another, hoping the latest method is the one that's finally going to make you rich is the easiest way to stay broke for the rest of your life. Again, the richest and poorest individuals on this planet have one thing in common: 24 hours a day and a finite attention span. So, yeah, I mean, well, that's just fake anyway. This is fiat currency, and I mean, this document was probably, you know, something, I don't know. I guess true wealth is health, one. You know, having lots of money. I mean, look what Bernie Madoff, and the pyramid schemes, and everybody had this real fancy sort of a gimmick or angle, and but I mean, and I was like, I've never been interested in the stock market, never. I mean, it's to me the stock market, and all, once I realized that nothing was real and saw, I just anyway, I'm not trying to be holier than thou, but this document doesn't really impress me in the sense that it's engineered towards somebody who's enamored with wealth in the sense of monetary, material wealth. That is truly not type of wealth. But what he's getting at is singularity, focus, and perhaps this could be extrapolated for, it's like say for myself. I have a bad habit of jumping from topic to topic in my own personal study. I've just got 2 books that I purchased, and I've looked at both of them, and they're exactly what I wanted. They're exactly what I perceive them to be, and they're exactly what I believe is the framework and the discipline I need to continue my. We'll just hold up here with this document, but but my point is, I just got these 2 books, and then rather than reading the 2 books that I got just yesterday, I'm back looking around for another book to purchase, and it's ridiculous. So I mean, I had to kind of pull myself up and just realize that there's a habit of this non-productivity that I'm allowing to waste my time and my efforts. And there's no reason, absolutely, I mean, I realize it when I'm doing it, so it's like there's that part of me that's just out of habit, I guess, kind of, just kind of wasting, killing time when I should be engaged in using the books that I just got. And, so anyway, except, I don't know, I'll give this document, it's an interesting document. I'll look at it a little bit further, see if there's anything interested, in further actionable intelligence, as it were, that might be applied. But, it just kind of doesn't really interest me when it's all focused on, with the fiat currency and the flashy cars, and that's not really any kind of especially where we're at now in the world. True wealth is your spiritual aura. You're working on your aura, working on your energy, like I said, high energy, high frequencies, achieving tranquility and stability in a world that's seemingly spinning out of control and chaotic. Empower yourself. If I were to, I'll just offer one thing, it's the same message over and over again. Seek ways to draw your power back within. If you're codependent on something like, if it's religion, or if it's something, or I don't know, anything that makes you more autonomous and more, sustainable on your own merit, your own devices rather. That would definitely be the path to direct your inner compass towards. And I mean, yeah, perhaps just a good simple breathing regimen. I practice breathing and meditation and stuff like that. But those things can be very, very valuable for the amount of effort invested and the return that is experienced with the focus and, and tranquility and all those, bodily benefits, looking at your diet, all those things. But anyway, that was fun. That was a document that I ran across on Scrib. And like I said, if there's any documents that I talk about and share, I put an email address up there on my BitChute account at least. But I can send you the documents if you're interested. Anyway, namaste, namaskaram.